Hey guys, it's me, the American, and today we have the Ontario SP6, a knife known for its extreme durability under harsh conditions. The Ontario SP6 has a blade length of 8 inches, and it is made from the finest 1095 that's made right here in the United States of America. Primarily marketed as a fighting knife and survival knife, this knife will be put through its paces today on the Mayor Fuglycool channel. Handling wise, the SP6, it feels a little bit long in my opinion. I'm not really used to long blades for, fighting techniques, fighting styles. Handling wise for me, it's a little bit too long, but other than that, the positive here would be that it gives you a little bit more reach for any type of self-defense scenario. Now, I would, for just general survivability, I would probably recommend a little bit smaller knife. About a 7-inch blade is pretty much perfect for just about anything you want to do survival-wise. But this will give you a little bit extra reach for hunting or self-defense. Alright, well, let's go and see how well the SP6 performs making tinder. Very useful fire skill, so that way you can get a head start on making a fire. Safety first, my friends. Not too bad so far. The extra length of the knife you would think would give you a little bit more of an advantage, but since it's heavier towards this part of the blade, towards the center, it's a little bit tougher to chop with the very tip. So I'd recommend chopping a little bit more with the inner belly of the knife. You can get a really good shaving for the tinder for your fire. Alright, down here I've got a fresher piece of wood. It's actually a 2x4 that was cut last week. It's still got a little bit of moisture in it, and it still feels real fresh. So let's go ahead and see how quickly this SP6 here can go through one side of a 2x4. Now remember, always put on your safety glasses when doing a task like this. And don't try this at home. Alright, well, the SP6 is a mediocre chopper here. I'd give it about a 70% chopping ability for the size of knife that it is. Now, it's just that it's the same problem with the tinder. It's just not as heavy towards the very tip, so it's kind of hard to get a chopping motion on it. Now, it is sufficiently sharp, which is helping out a lot. I mean, I can really feel the sharpness here from the factory. And it got through that 2x4 moderately quickly, so it's actually not too bad as a chopper. Alright guys, well, the Ontario SP6 has passed phase 1 with flying colors. Now into phase 2. I will start phase 2 with the edge retention test. I'll be striking this blade here onto this piece of heavyweight concrete, like so, and wherever it strikes, I'm going to mark that portion and try to cut into this lime rind with the knife and see how effortless or how difficult it is to cut into the slime. This test, it's going to demonstrate the edge holding ability, and we will go ahead and see with the results how well it fares. Remember, safety first. Alright, I hit right here. A little bit difficult at first, but there it is, and it has a slightly jagged cut. Right here is where I struck the blade on that concrete. As you can see, it's actually notched out right there, and a little bit further back right there. I have some notches there. Now that's typical of a high carbon steel. They're very sharp, and their edge retention is pretty good, unless if it hits a hard object, which it usually fragments on, the weak point, which is, the edge. Alrighty, well, it has passed this test, and it's still sufficiently sharp to cut a nice, clean lime in half, so we will go ahead and go to the next test. Alright, now on to the brick test. This will test the strength of the spine of the knife and the overall durability of the knife when striking a hard object, either it being accidentally or on purpose. This test is actually controversial to a very few minority of people, but to be honest, I like to include it in my test because you never know when your blade might accidentally hit a hard object and it could shatter. As in, I had another video, a SOG Jungle Warrior video, and that blade just completely shattered. I wouldn't carry it, so I think this test is actually pretty valid. Alright, remember, safety first. Not too bad, let's keep going a little bit more. Let's see how durable this actually is. Ontario, built to last. Well, the SP6 passed the brick test with flying colors, obviously. I mean, it just held up so well. I mean, it's such a strong blade. And let's go ahead and step it up a little bit further. And we'll go ahead and use a heavyweight concrete cinder block to demonstrate how much abuse this knife can take before it either passes or fails the mayor's test. Remember, safety first, my friends. That extra leverage gives you a little bit more power. That SP6 right there just demolished that cinder block. And to be honest, I can't even feel any type of separation between the handle and the blade. Alrighty, well, the SP6 from Ontario has passed phase 2. Now we are on to phase 3. This will be metal on metal penetration. The tip will be going into many type of metals, and we'll start with like a light skinned propane tank at first, and then we'll go on to a heavier skinned piece of sheet metal later on. Now let's go ahead and get these cinders out of the way. We don't need those anymore after it just completely destroyed that. And let's grab this. Now this has many holes in it from my other tests. And let's go ahead and choose a spot. I will choose one right here. That will be the new spot. And let's see how well it penetrates. And remember, as always, safety first, guys. Remember, these will save your eyes, and do not do this at home. Look at that, instant. It just bit in instantly. The tip is so sharp. Doesn't even hesitate, doesn't even push the propane tank out of the way. I mean, it's just straight in, maximum penetration. Alright, well, you know the mayor, guys. I always like to step it up a notch, so let's go ahead and just get that out of the way completely. And this is a USGI ammunition container. It's actually pretty durable. It's so durable that even the Marines, they depend on this to ship all of their ammunition around the world. Now, if this is strong enough to last in a combat scenario, will this be able to defeat this type of sheet metal? Safety first, and I'll be picking this spot right here, right up here, as my target area. I was a little off in the center, sorry about that. It's just cutting huge, gigantic holes inside of that. I mean, look at this. Seriously, take a look at this. I mean, that is just extreme penetration right there. I mean, just flawless, so easy. And the design of the knife handle and the blade have a lot to do with this. Alright, here's the tip, and see it's still grabbing on my finger pretty well, so that means that it is still sharp enough to keep penetrating. You can see a little bit of the blue right there from that light skin propane tank, but the heavy skin of this ammo can is no match for the Ontario SP6. No wobble, no compromisation of the blade, and we'll be going to our final and last test. For the last and final test, the mayor likes to hang on things with his knife. Literally, you know, hanging by a knife thread right there. But, you know, I like to put all my body weight on the knife to see if the blade is strong enough and the handle material to support my own weight, so that way if I need to get up in an area and all I have is a knife to, you know, stab into that area and pull myself up, that is strong enough for me to depend on it. I remember safety first, that's why I'm wearing these very, very thick skin gloves. And of course, protect your eyes, guys and gals. Alrighty, here we go. Ow. Hit myself on the head on that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 5. 5 pull-ups. Easy as pie, to be honest. That blade was so strong, I didn't even second guess it. It was extremely strong, and to be honest, I mean, I would definitely depend on this for any type of hunting or survival, or, you know, any type of serious situation that I needed it for. The SP6 is definitely going to deliver. Mayor approved. On top of that, remember, comment in the comment box below. Tell me what you like, what you don't like, what I did right, what I did wrong. Leave a like, definitely leave a like. That helps me out a lot, and for every like that you leave, it helps more people find out about Mayor Fuglycool's crazy knife tests. Alrighty, guys. Well, remember, that's the mayor. I test this stuff right here, so you don't have to. Alright, guys. Well, check out Ontario's SP6. Very dependable knife. Mayor approved. Passed all the tests that you could ever imagine. Thanks for watching.